What is a jeweller's saw, and how do you use one? The jeweller's saw is a small handheld tool used for cutting intricate shapes and designs in metal. It's made up of a frame that holds a thin, flexible blade and is an essential part of the jeweller's toolbox. The saw blades. Jeweller's saw blades come in various sizes and styles. The size of the blade you choose will depend on the thickness of the metal you're cutting and the intricacy of the design. Generally, finer blades are used for more detailed work, while thicker blades are used for cutting heavier materials. First of all, make sure your blade is the right way up. The teeth should be pointing downwards and facing away from the frame. Insert one end of the blade into the frame and tighten it in place. Tension the blade by pushing one end of the saw frame against the edge of your bench, while inserting the other end of the saw blade and fixing it in place. You'll know when the tension is correct, as the blade will make a high-pitched sound when plucked. Sawing. When sawing a piece of metal, you'll need a bench peg. A jeweller's bench peg is a small wooden block attached to the workbench. It's used to support the piece of jewellery or metal being worked on, providing stability and a secure surface for making. Hold your piece of metal firmly on the groove of your bench peg with one hand, while you saw with the other. Using a gentle and steady motion, guide the saw blade along the desired cutting line, keeping the blade as upright as you can. Let the saw blade do the work. Try not to force the blade, as this can cause it to break. How to turn corners. To turn a corner while sawing, change the direction of the blade in tiny increments without forward force, sawing up and down while keeping the saw in the same spot. This will allow you to maneuver the blade around tight curves and corners without breaking all of your saw blades. It may also help to keep your saw blade lubricated to prevent it from breaking. You can use a lubricant like beeswax or cut lube to reduce friction, and it will make your blades last longer. You will break saw blades, but don't worry, everybody does. If your saw blade breaks, simply remove it from the frame, replace it with a new one, and carry on. The most important thing to remember is to be patient and relax. Cutting with a jeweller's saw takes practice, and it can be frustrating at times. But resist the urge to hurry and enjoy the process. If you make a mistake, don't worry, simply reposition the blade and continue sawing.